Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to all of you. And this is a very good opportunity which I can talk to all of my friends and convey certain points. And I am hopeful that these points are proving to be useful to you people. And you can draw some inspiration, some lessons, some way forward in your respective areas. And you will see results in due course of time. I have no doubt about it. And when you're going through this whole process, it will help you become better people, better person, and also it will help you become a better team player and in return a better leader. So we have been talking about various aspects, and today is the time for the 10th trait of a leadership, a good leader, and that is justice. Justice in the sense that it should be having fairness and equity in decision making. So, a leader has to be just. Just in the sense that his subordinates should be getting what they deserve. There should not be any problems in giving the due to their subordinates because the leader is having certain preconceived notion about them. He is keeping some grudge in his heart. Or there are certain, blue-eyed boys of his own. So imagine if you're working in an organization and you're working hard, you are putting in your best, and even then when the time comes for promotion, either you are denied the promotion or given a little bit less than what you deserve. And worst is that, instead of you, somebody else is promoted. If there is a position which is not filled, that can be a disappointment. कि चलो किसी को भी नहीं बनाया, कोई बात नहीं, प्रमोशन नहीं हुई, जगह खाली पड़ी है. लेकिन किसी और को बना दिया जाए जो कि आपसे डिजर्व नहीं करता है, you can really be, very angry. You can even get broken in spirit. So as a leader, it is the responsibility of the individual to ensure that all his subordinates feel that he is a just leader. He will do justice. He will not let any wrongdoing be done to them. And if that is the faith and the trust that they get in a leader, they will be able to produce amazing results, and even the people will feel valued, motivated, and confident that their hard work will be recognized. You see, there are people who are outspoken in the team. They will take out their frustration, anger in open. They will not be diplomatic, but they will point out any mistakes in the policy or organization, or how the things are being done and how the things should be done and all those things. They are very vocal. So sometimes these people, though aspiring to be good workers and being actually good workers, they do not find favor with the senior leadership because the senior leadership feels insulted. They feel that this fellow is indisciplined and he is not towing the line, and in case he is given his due, ये तो दादा बन जाएगा कि मैं तो मेरे दिल में जो आता है मैं बोलता हूँ और काम करता हूँ और मेरे को जो चाहिए वो मिलता है, तो ऐसी की तैसी, किसी का कोई एहसान नहीं है. सो ये जो इनसिक्योरिटी इन द टॉप लीडरशिप है, this is showing a weakness in various other parameters which the leader may have, must be having. Only then you can be, overawed by a subordinate. If you are not competent yourself, if you are not knowing your job yourself, if you are not कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटिंग योर ओन वर्क टू योर ओन रिस्पेक्टिव सुपीरियर्स, तो दिल में एक डर बैठा रहेगा, कोई चोर बैठा रहेगा. दैट्स वाई यू गेट ओवरऑड बाय अ वोकल वोसिफरस स्ट्रॉन्ग सबॉर्डिनेट. And if that vocal vociferous strong subordinate cannot be suppressed, then the leader may harm him. There have been many cases where confidential report में चोरी छुपे आप किसी का नुकसान कर देते हो. कभी आप जो है उसकी ऊपर चुगली कर देते हो, कभी उसकी प्रमोशन रोक देते हो, कभी उसकी छुट्टी रोक देते हो, कभी उसको इंसेंटिव कम करा देते हो, कभी उसकी पोस्टिंग करा देते हो, कभी उसको कोई ऐसे ही नोटिस दे देते हो. So these are the weaknesses of a leader when he is unable to confront a strong subordinate and handle him. So leader हो, दम रखो और अपना बेयरिंग में जो मैंने बताया था मेंटल रेजिलियंस, तो कोई आपकी गलती को पॉइंट आउट करता है तो इट डजंट मीन कि आपको क्रिटिसाइज कर रहा है. जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला था, अपने कान खोल के रखो और हेल्दी क्रिटिसिज्म को एक्सेप्ट करो. एंड इफ यू कैन डू दैट, यू विल बी एबल टू वेलकम दैट क्रिटिसिज्म. यू विल बी एबल टू लिव वेरी हैप्पीली एवर आफ्टर विद द पर्सन हु इज स्ट्रांग एंड वोकल, एंड यू विल नॉट डू जस्ट इनजस्टिस टू हिम व्हेन द टाइम कम्स. चोरी छुप के सामने फेस के ऊपर में आप कुछ ना कह सको और चिट्ठी पत्री में उसका ईसीआर खराब कर दो, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली वीक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, एंड दैट काइंड ऑफ अ लीडर डजंट नीड टू गो अप. ही शुड नॉट बी this thing. And if you find such a leader under you who's subverting his own subordinates, you should finish that leader, because he doesn't deserve to go up. He will cause more harm to the organization. So this has to be also a responsibility of the top leadership. So now, how do you cultivate this justice? How do you cultivate this quality of justice? So one thing is, you should understand the idea or the difference between fairness and equity. Fairness is that you give whatever is required to be given. You have people, you give them equal incentive. You have people under you, the whole team gets equal treatment. But then there are people who will be deserving more, so they will feel left out, they will feel neglected, they will feel insulted, and then it is not good for the morale. And if these are important people who deserve more and you neglect them and they develop a poor, low morale, it is going to doubly affect the performance of the team. So you have to be able to publicly acknowledge these people who deserve and give them their due, even at the cost of annoying somebody else who may be doing your chamchagiri and looking for some kind of an award. अभी मैं कहीं पर देख रहा था, I think the statement is made by Steve Jobs sometime. It is accredited to Steve Jobs. It was saying, if you want to make everybody happy, start selling ice cream. Don't be a leader. इसका मतलब क्या है कि when you are a leader, you have to be just, you have to take decisions which may be not liked by many people. You may not make everybody happy. It is your job to lead. It is not your job to sell ice cream and make everybody happy. So this is, you should know कि जिसको चाहिए उसको दिया जाए और जिसको नहीं चाहिए उसको बोल्डली मुंह के ऊपर मना कर दिया जाए कि श्रीमान, यू डोंट डिजर्व इट, यू विल नॉट गेट इट, नेक्स्ट टाइम और मेहनत करो. द सेकेंड थिंग इज क्रिएट क्लियर एंड कंसिस्टेंट स्टैंडर्ड्स. क्लियर एंड कंसिस्टेंट स्टैंडर्ड्स. पहली बात है कि कोई शक नहीं होना चाहिए कि भाई आपसे क्या एक्सपेक्टेड है. और दूसरी चीज ये है कि भाई अगर एक बार एक्सपेक्टेड है, एक आदमी से आपको इस तरह की एक्सपेक्ट होना है, तो आपको हर एक आदमी से सेम एक्सपेक्टेशन होनी चाहिए। अगर आप चाहते हो कि सब लोग समय पर ऑफिस आएं, तो भाई सभी लोगों को ऑफिस आने का टाइम नोट होना चाहिए। जो लेट हो रहा है उसको या तो वार्निंग मिलनी चाहिए या फिर उसको किसी तरह से पे कट मिलना चाहिए, डिडक्शन होनी चाहिए, कोई पनिशमेंट मिलनी चाहिए। सो आप 80 लोगों को तो बोलते हो कि भाई यू टाइम पे नहीं आया, टाइम पे नहीं आया, टाइम पे आओ, टाइम पे आओ, टाइम पे आओ। और जो 4-5 आपके खास आदमी हैं, जो आपका मान लो कोई पर्सनल काम करता है या कोई आपका प्राइवेट सेक्रेटरी है जो आपके घर के काम भी कर रहा है, और उसको आप जो है कभी भी चेक ना करो, सो बाकी सब लोग भी तो पकड़ेंगे, वो भी तो देखेंगे, वो भी तो रिसेप्शन में कभी ना कभी रजिस्टर चेक कर सकते हैं। देख तो रही हैं कि भाई ये आदमी लेट आ रहा है, तो उसको तो बॉस चेक नहीं कर रहा, क्योंकि बॉस का प्राइवेट काम करता है, या कोई और किसी तरह से बॉस की कोई दुखती रग पकड़ी हुई है, या बॉस इसके ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट है, तो इसलिए उसको छेड़ता नहीं है, बाकी सब लोगों की उंगली करके रखी हुई। सो ये चीज़ें छुपती नहीं हैं। तो यू हैव टू हैव क्लियर कंसिस्टेंट स्टैंडर्ड्स। ना काहू से दोस्ती, ना काहू से बैर, कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में सबकी मांगे खैर। So the point is that you have to be just. So you have to be just with everybody. You cannot be having blue-eyed boys, and you have to have clear expectations so that लोगों को पता हो कि भाई ये क्या चाहिए। अभी आप क्लियर बताओ ना, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन आप बोल दो तुमने ये काम नहीं किया इसलिए तुम्हारा जो है मैं 4 दिन की तनख्वाह मैं काट रहा हूं तुम्हारे। वो कहेगा ये मुझे बताया कब था कि ऐसे करके करोगे, नहीं करोगे तो 4 दिन की तनख्वाह कटेगी। So you have to be clear, consistent. Also, you have to be open about the things with which you can be open. You know, there are business decisions, there are strategic decisions, there are military decisions, secrets, which cannot be let out. There are business, pricing है, टेंडर में क्या कोटेशन देना है, what is the process, किससे खरीद रहे हैं. There are so many, confidential things which cannot be let out. But then, when you're talking about pay, when you're talking about allowances, when you're talking about leave, hotel booking, expenditure limits, and promotion policies and things like that, they are affecting every individual personally, and there is no confidentiality about it as regard the one-to-one. अभी आप किसी और की तनख्वाह के बारे में पूछ के उंगली करोगे तो वो शायद ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन अपनी तनख्वाह के बारे में तो आदमी क्वेश्चन कर सकता है. सो यू शुड बी एबल टू डिस्कस विद देम कंफर्टेबली विदाउट एनी फीलिंग एनी एजिटेशन, और विदाउट फीलिंग के उनके जो बातचीत का है वो उसको बुरा माना जाएगा. एंड अलाउ देम टू डिस्कस द पॉलिसीज एंड द शॉर्टकमिंग्स, और कोई डिसीजन गलत हो गया है. And actually speaking, it will be better if you can have a dialogue before, at the preliminary stage. It is something like Joint Parliamentary Committee. So the Joint Parliamentary Committee may be, a small group of people of the top management, but you can take ideas and वो कहते हैं ना कि सुनो सबकी, करो अपने मन की. So whatever the organization may decide, it is better that you have already got a feelers from people and you know their concerns or their future concerns, and suppose they raise their concerns and you feel that those concerns are justified and you have somehow mishandled the policy making, or it needs to be tweaked, so you should be able to tweak it without feeling कि मैंने ऑर्डर पास कर दिए और मेरे ऑर्डर जो है वो अब वापस नहीं हो सकते और ये पत्थर की लकीर है और ऐसे ही चलेगा. भाई अगर आपने कोई गलत लकीर खींच दिया तो उसको ठीक कर दो. कागज पे ही तो लिखी हुई है, कौन सा पत्थर पे एक्चुअल लिखी हुई है, उसको रबड़ लगाओ. नहीं तो वर्जन 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 करके पॉलिसी अमेंड करके नई इशू कर दो. बट देन हैव अ डायलॉग विद योर टीम, talk to your team, and then that is how you should be able to do that. Next is you should be able to accept your mistakes. That is what I was saying कि कौन सा को पत्थर के लकीर खींच दी है. You should be able to accept your mistake and revisit, course correct, and when you accept your mistake, your people will love you. They will know that yes, this man is also human and he is not a machine. And he is human and he is accepting that he is human. He is accepting his mistake at the cost of face saving. अभी आप देखो किसी भी लीडर को ये कहना कि मेरे से गलती हो गई, बहुत हिम्मत चाहिए इसके लिए. अभी आप हिम्मत का उदाहरण देख लो. प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया मिस्टर मोदी, when the government had already made a legislation law about the agricultural laws, and there was a big agitation, and he finally said कि मैं आप लोगों से माफी मांगता हूं, हो सकता है मैं आपको अच्छी तरह से समझा नहीं सका, and I am taking these laws back. So imagine if there was a weak man, he would not take it back. He will feel insulted, humiliated कि मेरी बेइज्जती होगी. But a man who has confidence in himself, he can do that. So ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ उसी को पता है कि भाई मैं हिम्मत है मेरे में. Once you do this, everybody will come to know and they will appreciate you for that. So when you are in a position of this kind of a leadership, be strong enough to accept your mistakes. Course correct. There is no problem, no shame. And then there has to be a systemic fairness. As a leader, you cannot be unfair to anybody, but then you should also realize that the policy of an organization should not be such that it harms certain people. Suppose करो आप as a company you have hired people and you tell them that we will give you conveyance from coming from home to office. And then you say, okay, everybody will get a fixed amount. This is the fixed amount. So now there may be a fellow who's coming to the office and living within 10 kilometers. And there may be a person who's coming to office from 50 kilometers, 45 kilometers, from a different city altogether. So will the same amount of conveyance allowance, will it be sufficient for these two people in a similar measure or similar amount? So this is where you have to have a policy that maybe the policy will be, it depends on the distance and not a fixed amount. Or it may, you may give them some other benefit. You know, okay, maybe they can say, okay, you work 2 days from home. So he gets that compensation. Or you say, okay, conveyance allowance will be as per the kilometers. So somebody coming from 50 kilometers, maybe he'll get 15,000. Somebody who's coming from 10 kilometers, maybe he'll get 3,000, 4,000. So there is justice in this policy. So sometimes the policies also create imbalance and unjust output, which can also be harmful, and the people who are affected will not be liking it. Okay, now the point is that reputation for justice attracts talent. Reputation for fairness attracts top talent. अगर आपकी कंपनी में सबको पता है कि भाई ये लाला जी का फेवरेट है और ये लाला जी जो बोलेंगे और जो उसके 4-5 चेले चपाटे इधर घूम रहे हैं वही सब कुछ करेंगे, so then top people will not come there. But if there is a proper corporate structure, there is a culture of appreciation, culture of recognition, culture of justice and fairness, and people know that there is no limit, sky is the limit for their growth. As long as they produce results, you will get top talent. And then when you get top talent and you continue to exploit their capability, you will see the growth. So that's why there are people who are very, very firm and clear about what kind of leaders they want and what kind of a policy they run. They have no love lost. And at times when even the whosoever may be the boss, whosoever may be the top chap, whosoever may be calling the shots, but if they do not play to the game, they are thrown out. So if you can throw out a CEO or a COO or any top management because he is not behaving in a desired manner in line with the company's policies or ethical standards, and you have the guts to tell him, bhai sahab, pack your bag and fuck off, then it shows that yes, you are consistent, you are just, and you are not worried about the consequences, but you will do the right thing. ऐसी रेपुटेशन वाली कंपनी में कोई भी आकर के काम करना चाहेगा. सो दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड बिकम. ओके, अभी मैं आपको एक एग्जाम्पल दूंगा और वो एग्जाम्पल एक ऐसा एग्जाम्पल है विच शोज जस्टिस एट अ वेरी पर्सनल कॉस्ट टू द लीडर, and he was bold enough to accept it. So now the point that I'm saying is that there was an incident on the line of control where there was a policy that the minefield will be there. So the minefields are marked, and then the policy was that nobody should go into the minefields, and because then you can blow off your foot or something. And also the alignment of the minefield will get exposed to the enemy. And then to ensure that this discipline is followed, there was a very strict guideline that anybody who goes and blows up his foot in the minefield, his company commander will be held responsible. So now in one of the areas, the minefields are there since 1947, 48. Minefields are there since 65. Minefields are there since 71. Minefields are there since 87. So there are minefields of various vintages. And minefield के अंदर में आप जाके घास तो काट नहीं सकते. So there is wild growth. And then sometimes the fire happens, and then the growth gets curtailed, but then you can do nothing about it inside the minefield. You can do only outside when there is a fencing. So उसमें एक लड़का कुछ गलती से या कुछ भी करते हुए वो अंदर चला गया और माइन के ऊपर पैर पड़ा और उसका पैर कट गया. So his ankle got blown off and उसका पैर नीचे से एम्पुटेट करना पड़ा. अब माइन फट गई, रिपोर्ट हुई तो कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी हुई. अब कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी हुई तो उसके पीछे पॉलिसी है कि माइनफील्ड एक्सप्लोजन में एक्सीडेंट होने से क्या पॉलिसी चलेगी. उस पॉलिसी के हिसाब से कंपनी कमांडर इज सपोज टू बी हेल्ड गिल्टी. सो नाउ दैट कंपनी कमांडर वाज प्रोनाउंस्ड गिल्टी इन द कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी एंड द ब्रिगेड हैड ऑर्डर्ड. तो ब्रिगेड कमांडर ने लिख दिया कि भाई ही इज गिल्टी एंड ही शुड बी पनिश्ड. ये कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी चली गई डिव में. एंड इन द मीनवाइल द ब्रिगेड कमांडर गॉट चेंज. सो नए ब्रिगेड कमांडर आए विद इन आई थिंक 5 days or 1 week of this going. So he was briefed about so many things, operational, this, that, ये वो, administrative, logistic, manpower, human resource, आगे पीछे. And he was briefed about discipline cases also and the pending court of inquiries and this decision, and he was told about this. So he says, मुझे दिखाओ, ऑफिस कॉपी दिखाओ. And then he read that. He says, यार एक इतने बड़े जंगल में पुरानी तारें सड़ी हुई हैं, कहीं पर वो साली बारबर्ड वायर जमीन में पड़ी हुई है, कोई बंदा गलती से चला गया उसके अंदर, तो कहीं पर रात को या कहीं पर पेट्रोलिंग के टाइम, तो साला कंपनी कमांडर उसमें क्या करेगा भाई? क्या कंपनी कमांडर 6-7 किलोमीटर के एरिया में ऊंची नीची पहाड़ियां जंगल के अंदर में अपने 90 से 100 बंदों को एक एक को सुपरवाइज कर सकता है क्या? तो बोला भी मैं नहीं मानता इसको, आई डोंट एग्री, एंड ही रोट टू द डिव हेडक्वार्टर के प्लीज सेंड द कोर्ट ऑफ इंक्वायरी बैक. Court of inquiry was called back, then it was done again, not done again, but then he gave his recommendation and his finding, etc. karke, and the company commander was not punished. So that company commander is brigadier now serving, and sab theek raha to he will become a major general also. He's a competent person, very, very competent, qualified, and he has done well. His team has done well. He has led his people very well in operations, including Kargil. He was I think, youngster that time, very junior. But the point is that if that new brigade commander had not changed the opinion and not recommended that his punishment should not be there, he would have been finished as a major sub. The point is actually not that. The point is that this brigade commander had a conviction that ये काम गलत हो रहा है, and at the cost of his own career, his bosses could have said कि यार तू क्या मजाक कर रहा है, तेरा फेवरेट है क्या, गांव वाला है क्या, क्यों उसको फायदा पहुंचा रहा है? या अदरवाइज वो कहता भी क्यों ये ऐसा हो रहा है, ये नहीं होना चाहिए, यू आर लीनियंट, यू आर नॉट अ गुड लीडर, यू आर नॉट स्ट्रांग, यू आर नॉट स्ट्रिक्ट, एंड ही मे हैव बीन not allowed to go further, but the thing is that talent cannot get hidden. He retired as a 3-star general, and he deserved it. He deserved much more. But the issue is that he had the guts and the conviction and the courage to overrule some mistake which he thought should not have been done in the first place. So this is a very good example of the sense of justice and also moral courage. I hope the future leaders will take benefit from this, be strong, be bold, and be just. Hope to listen and hear from you more of what you want to get done, what you want to learn, what you want me to cover, and any specific issues which are bothering you, and that should be able to join us further together into a bond in which I will feel satisfied that yes, I have contributed to your growth and transformation. Thank you very much. Take care and Jai Hind.